What is going on, guys? Welcome back to today's video. So today we have a very exciting video in store. I have been waiting for this for quite some time, and today it finally comes true. We are here with my BMW M4. We were sent something by our friends over at LCI MOTORSPORTS, who are going to be elevating this build to the next level. As you guys know, maybe if you watched the previous video, I currently have a single mid pipe on this car. It sounds really good, but there's this one really annoying thing, is that it is so quiet compared to what it should be, and that is all due to the valve controller that BMW has installed in this car. The current exhaust system that I have running on my car, I used to have catless downpipes on this car, but it is back to the OEM downpipes. My neighbors did not like it, so you know, we had to do something about that. But then we have a single mid pipe and then the stock BMW muffler on this car. It is pretty quiet. So what we do is we have some factory valves deep down there in the exhaust that we're going to be doing a little bit of a change to today. So when you're driving around, I mean, literally you could be at least almost 50% throttle input, and then the car will still keep the valves closed. But today we have found a solution for that problem. So our friends over at LCI MOTORSPORTS have sent us out a kit for the M4 that we will be installing. I'll be showing you guys a step-by-step tutorial for probably one of the best mods that you can do literally to any car, regardless of the exhaust. So LCI had sent me out a dual valve controller for this car. Today we are going to be installing this valve control system on the M4. Their system allows you to connect the connector to your stock exhaust valve system, and pretty much it is plug and play. So there is no wiring necessary besides plugging into your stock valve controller, which is awesome. This is something that I've been looking for that is not a super heavy installation. You can do at home. I'm gonna just try to do it, raw dog it like this, and go pull it into my garage, not even lift the car up at all, and try to get underneath and get this installed. My car is lowered on H&R lowering springs, so this should be pretty easy. I'm really excited. We're gonna start off with a little unboxing of what LCI has sent out, and then we're going to go ahead and do some before clips with the stock valve control system, and then we're going to put this on, show you guys all the differences of what you can do with this. So this system allows you to open your valves 100%, which I am super excited about, as well as it's able to maintain your stock valve control system as well in the auto mode, and then also has a complete off mode where it will completely close your valves, kind of like how it usually is. So it does not tamper with anything, and it's going to just make this car so much more fun to drive around. Let's go ahead, do a quick unboxing, and let's get started on this installation. Here is the kit that LCI has sent out to us today to get an install. So it comes with an awesome LCI sticker that we will be putting on the car as well. This is it. This is it. This is the module system that you're able to install onto the vehicle. So what you're going to be doing, so here is their control module. So this is what paired to these remotes that you're able to completely open or completely close your exhaust valves. So pretty much there is an auto setting, as you guys can probably see on this controller, which will maintain your stock exhaust flap movement. On will be completely open, off will be completely closed. So I'm actually very excited to get this installed. All right, guys, we are here. We are at a quieter area so we can get a little bit more exhaust clips. But right here, we're going to be doing a quick little rev. I'm going to put it first in efficient mode, second in sport mode, and third in sport plus mode, and also do like a little startup. It is warm, so I'm sorry about that. Let's hear what the stock valve system sounds like.
Hey guys.
Pretty underwhelming, to say so myself. So we're gonna do like a little quick drive. I'm gonna keep it in Sport Plus mode just so you guys can hear. So valves are now open, but you'll see they cut off. So it's very loud, but so you can hear the exhaust valves kind of fluttering in between. So pretty much that is going to be alleviated now. Where did that exhaust go? It's gone. It's gone. I don't know. It's such a weird, it's a weird thing. I don't know why BMW coded this in specifically in an M car. Like, I think at any throttle level that your exhaust valve should be open, even if you get on it a little bit. Where's the exhaust? if you guys are wanting to do a similar installation by doing valve control module on your car as well, hit the link in the bio below to go see LCI Motorsports website, as well as use my discount code Ryan10 for 10% off of your order next time you are shopping for a valve control system. Right here is our dual valve system. So they have provided us some 3M adhesives. Here are the adapters that you're able to plug in to the module, so you're able to override that signal. This is the module that they have provided with the kit that you're able to use these remotes to be able to control. This is all powered off of these connectors rather than having to tap into any sort of other system within the car. If you hold this button for 0.5 seconds, you are able to change the exhaust valve position to on, auto, which will be your stock valve control system, and off, which will be completely valves closed. Really cool part about this kit is that it does support HomeLink, so you're able to connect it to your rearview mirror with the garage control setting. Let's go ahead, get started. I will start showing you guys what you need to do. So now we are underneath where the exhaust valve is right here. So as you guys can see, here is all the heat shielding. This is the heat shielding that we're going to be trying to run the wiring through, just so we don't have this hanging over on to the exhaust. The exhaust has cooled off now, so I'm able to do this install. So right here is the clip. We're going to go ahead and get this unplugged. We're also going to be doing the same thing to the other side. So right there is your exhaust control module. So pretty much what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be trying to, sorry that this is the opposite way, but right here, we're going to be clicking that tab down and then pulling this out. So as easy as that, we're going to shimmy that control module out, and boom, we are all set to go. So now that the exhaust valve is currently disconnected, we're going to move over to the other side and do it on that side. This one is a little bit easier to access. As you guys can see, there's not as much shielding here, but as I said, there's that little pull tab up at the top. Click that down. Once it clicks, then you shimmy that baby right on out, and boom, now we have both modules disconnected. So far, steps are very, very simple. Pretty much just disconnect, and then we are going to be plugging this baby on in. So my car is a little different than the one that they do have in the instructions online. So pretty much my battery is not located here. It is located right over here behind this paneling. I just pulled that apart. There's no plug to get through, so what we're gonna have to be doing is doing underneath the car, which I'm completely fine with. I believe that this is going to be probably one of the better ways to install it as well. So I'm gonna be DIYing this, so you guys get to see what's going on next. 2 adapters on the end of each side of this kit. So this one right here is the one with like the little purple lining on this. This will be connecting to your stock actuator. This one right here is where you're going to be plugging in your factory harness too. And as per most installs, do not force these clips in, because you will bend a pin, and that could be a major problem. So we're gonna go ahead and plug that one into our factory. There we go. Just clicked. This one and plugging it in up here as well. With that gray little tab up at the top, we're going to be pushing that on in here. Awesome, so just heard that click, and then there's a gray locking tab up at the top that we're going to be pushing forward as well. And then what we're going to be doing is running the wiring up through this right here. We're gonna pull these bolts off real quick just to kind of get a little bit more access to back here, and then we're gonna run it underneath here just so we have a little bit more of some protectant on to the wires. All right, and then that bolt is a 10 mil. There is a few more also along the bottom side here. There's one there, and then there's also one in the middle. There's one there as well as one on the other side there. So we're just gonna get those 4 off here. See that black cable right here? We're gonna be running this along the heat shielding so it does not sag onto the exhaust, because this exhaust does get very hot. I'm gonna be drilling a small hole so we're able to connect the connector up to some of the plastics that are in the car, just so we have nothing hanging out. Let's get to that right now. So right here, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drill a hole right through here. Let's just see how this goes. Awesome, and just like that, we are all tucked away. Now time to tuck this wiring behind that heat shielding. Really easy install. This is awesome. This is so cool. The wiring is now tucked successfully behind the entire heat shield. So no hanging wires. Show you guys a little bit more. Runs right through there, and I just tucked it behind that lip. Never took the car off the ground. All good to go. I'm actually gonna pull it so it's coming out of right here because there's less pressure. There we are. So we just routed it out through here. All of this is nice and tucked away here, looking good. I'm gonna just try to find a place where I can end up hiding this box here, and then also as well as hiding the rest of the cabling that is attached to these connectors. So let's go ahead and get these connectors installed. Same exact thing, the long end does go into your factory harness. This one goes into the actuator valve controller. and the gray, as I had mentioned, will go on the top, and then this will click in. I didn't really get the recording of me clicking it in last time, so let me go ahead and do it on this one. So underneath here, we have this black panel. So here is the exhaust valve onto the passenger side of the car. So what we're going to be doing is I was able to get this screw undone, and there's actually almost like a perfect like little cable spot right here. So once this is completely fastened up, there is like a tiny little bit of space right through here. I'm able to stick my finger through it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be attaching the LCI module. We do have a lot of play in the plastic here. This is all protected, so there should be no liquid, no nothing getting into here. So I think that is going to be the best place to put the module, and then we're able to also put more of the extra cabling through here, so we're able to hide it all away and without it touching anything, without it, you know, interacting with any hot parts. This does pop out. This is the screw that I was able to unplug, but if you pull here, you're able to pull this off. There's some space back behind there, so that is where we're going to be putting the module. Gray connector right here. We're going to go up to the top here and then click, and boom, as you guys can hear that click, I think we should be all set to go. And then next, we're going to be plugging this one in to our factory harness that is now dangling right here. All right, a little click right there. So this is all plugged in. So I've determined the best course of action is hiding it behind this panel. We have a ton of extra space and also a lot of space to put the wiring as well, just so we can make sure. So I'm gonna clean the under tray area. So below here, it is a little dusty. So I wanna make sure we're gonna be sticking it not to the plastic, but to the body panel itself up at the top. Next up, what we're going to be doing is attaching the 3M adhesive to the back that was provided in the kit itself. Apply some pressure. This is the panel that we will be going behind to attach the box, so we're not attaching it to the plastic itself. There is some metal up in there potentially that you were able to see. Pull this liner back, start getting some of the wiring fed up through here. You're just going to double zip tie this little wiring loom right here together. So I already got one at the bottom. Let's go ahead and do one up here at the top. Tight. Module is back there, tucked away. Very nice. As I had mentioned, everything is now tucked away over there. All right, y'all, just got it hooked up. So pretty much what I did, there is this like little kind of like tie through area. So pretty much I just put a zip tie through there. This is hanging down a little bit. I don't think this should be a problem. I'm trying to keep it as far away up from the exhaust as possible. So great access point through right there. We were able to run the wiring through a little tiny hole that is right here. So it won't be clamped. There's no pressure being put on this side either, but we're gonna get that all tied up here. Have both wires run through that hole here. So let's see how that works. Yeah, that works much better. I left a little bit loop on the top here. We're gonna get that buttoned up, get the last few screws up in here, and then let's go see how this works. Awesome. We should be all set and ready to rumble now. We got those two left here and here, and then let's get started with some exhaust noise. All right, and we're good to go. All right, everyone, we have just finished up the installation of the valve controllers. And one thing I do want to note is that for this module to work, it is piggybacking off of your electrical system of your car. So you do need to have the car on. So you guys, I will toggle on and off. I'll come back here with the remote so you guys can hear as well. Starting in efficient mode with valves closed. Is obviously valves closed right now, so we are in the off position mode. We're going to go ahead and hold the on button. This is a game changer. This is an absolute game changer. LCI, you guys are working magic. What a simple installation. What an easy thing to get done to your car. Wow. All right, everyone, we are out here. We're going to be showing you guys the before and after kind of comparison. So right now we have the system all routed up to the car. Thank you again, LCI, for sending this out. If you guys are interested in buying one for your F8X or F3X, please hit my link in the bio or use my code Ryan10 when you purchase yours. What I'm gonna do first is we're going to do valves closed. So we are going to be pressing the off button. We're going to be doing a few revs to see what the difference is between valves closed versus valves open. All right, now moment of truth. Valves open. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this install. Super easy plug and play install. Thank you so much to LCI Motorsports for sending out this kit for my F82. It is so enjoyable. I am really, really loving it so far, and I know I'm going to continue loving it even more as I continue driving the car. It makes a huge difference being able to completely control your valves. So this is the perfect plug and play solution to your exhaust needs. But if you guys want to purchase a kit for yourself, please check out the link in the description down below for LCI's website. If you guys are interested in purchasing a kit for yourself, please use the code Ryan10 at checkout for 10% off your LCI order. And thank you so much again, LCI, for sending me out this amazing modification for the M4. So next off is to do diff bushings, which will be done on this upcoming Monday, which I'm really excited about. This is going to change the car quite a bit more, but I will follow up with a little bit more down the road. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you guys have not already. Please drop a like on this video to get this pumped into the algorithm. Also, please check out my Instagram and TikTok for more videos about my car, and I am so stoked for all the adventures to come with the LCI system on my car. Thank you so much, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't care how long it takes, you know I hate the way you